What's up, everybody? It's your boy Splash, and I was gonna do the debunk gauntlet. That'll probably happen still soon. And I was thinking of, I just want a couple videos I could pop out for you guys, real easy to make. And of course, in the clutch, say what you want about Danko, but he will throw you some goddamn lobs. So today, I was linked a video from someone in my Patreon server, and they said, bro, look at this. He legit said Cull Obsidion wins, who's Black Dwarf in the movies. But the matchup was Cull, he says Cull, but he goes by Black Dwarf. Black Dwarf versus Black Dwarf from the movies versus Juggernaut from Deadpool 2. I was like, all right, let's see where he goes with this. I watched the video. I knew we were in deep water. When he said we're gonna be doing, he literally warns people. He's like, yo, just so you guys know, we're gonna be doing scaling in this video. It's like, bro, I thought you were supposed to power scale for your versus matchups. Are you like saying you never power scale? Which I agree with. Like, you don't do shit. Anyways, so he says that, and I was like, uh-oh, it's about to get real. And he starts getting into both characters. He's completely wrong here. Juggernaut should run through Cull Obsidion pretty easily. First off, that he said that I had a real problem with. He said Black Dwarf scales to Hulk because Black Dwarf wanted to fight Hulk. That doesn't mean shit. I could find plenty of crackheads that would want to fight Mike Tyson in his prime just because they're crackheads. Doesn't mean they're going to win. Doesn't mean they scale to Mike Tyson. You give me $1 billion, I'll fight Mike Tyson. Notice I always fit in a Mike Tyson reference because he was the GOAT. But yeah, like just because someone wants to fight someone doesn't mean they scale to them. It could just mean they're stupid or they're extremely loyal to whoever is currently fighting. Like Thanos. Thanos was fighting. He wanted to step in and help Thanos because he's like Thanos' dog. My dog would fight plenty of people for me and plenty of creatures for me that probably couldn't beat. But it's a loyalty factor. Sometimes you just gotta fight. That's what it was. He doesn't scale to Hulk. Listen, Black Dwarf was trying to kill Iron Man. Slam his hammer down as hard as he could. Casually, the hammer was caught by Spider-Man. Do you want to try and tell me Hulk, especially after Ragnarok, scales in strength to Spider-Man in base who didn't even have his new suit? Like, do you guys see what the issue is? And then, he talks about the Hulk Buster. First off, and I've done scaling before for MCU Hulk. He's gotten multiple times stronger than, like, even Age of Ultron. But that Hulk was beating the Hulk Buster. He only lost when he got distracted and was depowering and then got cheap-shotted. But he was completely tearing the suit apart. He did it multiple times. It's not that hard to tear apart. And it doesn't really scale to Hulk, especially not Ragnarok or Infinity War Hulk. And he was like, oh, well, he was tearing up the Hulkbuster when they were fighting. Banner didn't know how to use the Hulkbuster. He was so bad, he got jumped by like 8 aliens and dogpiled, and they were tearing him up. And he tried to go Hulk mode. Like, why would he go Hulk mode if the Hulkbuster scales to Hulk? He would be just fine. It's because he didn't know how to use it. He gets mollywopped. Bro, you give me an RPG, I'm probably putting in work on the Hulkbuster. Like, he sucked with the Hulkbuster. He was absolute garbage, and he admitted it. So, no, he doesn't scale to Hulk in any capacity. Far from it. He scales to Spider-Man in strength. And that Iron Man, with the new tech he was using, was literally trying out the suit. Hadn't used it yet. And we know he hadn't used it yet because there was no reason to use it yet. He literally had not been in any conflicts. He had been hanging out with his wife. They're open for a baby, and he'd been chilling, but no fighting whatsoever. So he had no practice with the suit. It's similar to when he got his first suit in the original Iron Man. He didn't really know what he was doing. He was kind of just going around. So he puts on the new suits, testing out the kinks. That Iron Man does not scale to the Iron Man that was trying to kill Thanos later. As well as that Iron Man who fought Black Dwarf was taken by surprise. They didn't expect an alien invasion. They didn't really know what's going on. So no, he doesn't scale to Hulk or Thanos in any way, or Iron Man. Not really at all. If you would have put Iron Man against him in the Thanos fight, when he made Thanos bleed, Iron Man would have bodied him so bad. It would have been terrible. So yeah, that's just an absurd notion to make. The hammer's not really doing anything to Juggernaut, and the reason you can make a lot of assertions about Juggernaut is, one, skin did prove to be undamageable, even when Colossus, who's a freak himself, was fighting dirty. He wasn't able to really do any real damage, and he had to shove something up his ass, like literally up his asshole. He had to shove the electricity up his asshole. And the reason this is important is because, you know, whether you like it or not, he had to get inside the body of Juggernaut and send all that electricity boosted with the water and the explosion to, like, temporarily stop the Juggernaut. Didn't even really do anything, so the Juggernaut just gets out after that. So his durability was not compromised. Unless you can tell me Black Dwarf can fit that hammer up Juggernaut's ass, I'm not buying he's actually doing anything. And we can actually say Juggernaut scales to comic books if he wants to, because, and by the way, Juggernaut was playing around a lot. He thought Colossus was garbage. He literally said, yo, Deadpool, I'm gonna rip you in half real quick. But yeah, he was like clowning the whole time. Juggernaut, Deadpool cited the multiple comic books that Juggernaut's in. And these are the same Juggernauts that would like fight Hulk. There you go, GG. So yeah, we barely have any information for either. We do know that, like, so for Giant Man, for example, one-shotted Black Dwarf on accident. Giant Man's strength scales to movie 1 Hulk because he punched that big Leviathan that Hulk one-shotted. So they should scale evenly. So Hulk should one-shot Black Dwarf. Even Avengers Hulk, first Avengers Hulk, who's multiple times weaker than later Hulks. So yeah, Juggernaut's durability, the ties and references to the comic books, which weren't really compromised by any of the feats in the movie, given that we know he's clowning around and he never actually got hurt, even when Colossus was going all out. This should lead to Juggernaut clapping Black Dwarf, whose strength like scales to Spider-Man. His scaling is not that good at all. It's not consistent. Definitely doesn't scale to Hulk or Thanos. Just provided multiple examples. Anyways, let me know what y'all think. I thought this video was absolutely absurd. Matter of fact, for this video, I'm gonna try to hit the lick on his visuals and see if we get away with it. If we don't get away with it, it's because Danko's a snitch like Tekashi69. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe, comment. Join my Patreon if you want to. Only $1. You can get in my Patreon server, hit me up and talk to me. Anyways, it's been your boy Sir Splash, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.